Hey, how are you guys doing today? I know I don't know. I have my waves of shit and how my life plays out. Sometimes it's more interesting. Alright, so we're gonna get into this really cool. Alright. Sorry, trying to figure out which way I want to start with ya. Okay, so the chakras that came out today that you guys need to work on are your third eye and the sacral chakras. I know I posted some stuff a while ago on what you need to work on those chakras. If you want to go back and look at it. If not, I'll see if I find some other information. But those are the two energies that came through: Archangel Metatron and Archangel Ariel. So for Archangel Metatron, he's coming through with the message of greater clarity and deeper insight into whatever situations it is that you've been that have been going on, that you've been kind of unsure about, and you weren't sure where it was going or if it was going anywhere. So you're going to gain clarity soon, okay? And be okay with going into deep meditation to get these answers, all right? And pay attention to your dreams. And for the sacral chakra, Ariel wants you to get creative. Well, Archangel Ariel, don't want to mess up that. Wants you to get creative and use your creative side and start tapping into those things, okay? And also open up yourself for emotional intimacy. So if you call on Archangel Ariel, she will help guide you through that if you're having struggles with those things. So those are the opening messages. Now, there is, oh man, this is toxic. This is very, very toxic. Whoever is dealing with somebody. Hi, Janine, how are you? I know it's been crazy. I've been trying to get my own shit together, so sometimes I don't be on here, and then depending on how many cards they have me pull, depends on how long it takes before I actually start the reading. Like, I literally probably started this shit like an hour ago and I'm just going live now, because I like to pull all the cards and kind of see all the messages before I just start talking on one card. I just like to have the whole thing in front of me so I know what I'm doing. Yeah, so I hope you've been well. How's Mercury retrograde treating you? So this situation here, for whoever this is, I don't know, but this feels like a very toxic situation right now. If you're dealing with someone that is controlling, jealous, obsessive, the whole fucking kit and caboodle, everything, understand that, or if you are the person that is obsessive and jealous and fucking crazy, understand that when you're... Good morning, Jennifer. Being obsessive is not going to get any outcome that you want, whether it's a situation or a person. More so if it's a person, because you can't control anyone else. Girl, I understand. I sleep when I can too. I don't blame you. I'd be like, I don't want to get out of bed yet. This person here. Alright. So, you can't control other people. You can't control what they do. You can't control how they behave. You can't control any of that. So if you are in a relationship with someone that is controlling or trying to control you, or you are the person trying to control the situation, however it plays out with you, okay? It's energy and it can go any which way. So take it how it resonates with you, okay? And whatever doesn't resonate with you, just leave it alone. Don't force it to fit your life, because it's going to stress you the fuck out, because a lot of this shit that I'm reading today is a lot of negative stuff. But somebody needs to hear it, so I'm sorry. Alright, so understand that you have no control over these people. The person that you're dealing with, it's like they're so caught up in their head right now that they're holding on for dear life to whatever boundaries, whatever it is that helps them to protect themselves from other people, from feeling the intimacy and allowing people to come into their lives, okay? So when you get so stressed out and so obsessive over what's going on or what somebody else is doing, your body has a way of shutting your shit down, or the universe, or however you want to look at it. You have to look back and look at people that are constantly working or are overdoing things. Like they're constantly busy, and then some freak accident or some crazy shit happens and then they're hurt, or they get the flu, or something happens to them that forces them to slow down, and they have no choice but to do that. So if you are this person, don't wait for the universe or for your body to shut down on you. Take the fucking time out and step back, okay? Oh, well, congratulations. I'm excited for you. So yes. Whatever it is you're trying to hold on to, it has no sense of direction. You know, when you're in your head and you're like, oh, well, we're going to go with a person because it's the easiest that most people identify with. You have a relationship and you are this person that has jealousies and insecurities and the list goes on. But you're dealing with someone else that doesn't allow you to impose your insecurities on them. When that situation occurs, that person becomes more uncomfortable because they're still trying to control what it is that you're doing. Even though you made it very clear that you're not controlling me, I'm going to do what I feel like doing. We're gonna not do that. I'm sorry, I don't know who you are, so I will not add you on my live. Sorry, I just lost my train of thought. Shit. So, yes. Understand that dealing with all of these things is just not good, but don't allow someone to manipulate you into being what they want you to be, or how they want you to be, or how they expect you to be, okay? Because you're not there to fulfill what they believe and what they think of you, okay? If they are possessive and controlling, hey Dory, how are you? Understand that is a toxic situation, and you have no business being in that situation, okay? Or if you are the person doing the controlling and the obsessing, understand that people are people. We all have our own purpose as to why we're here. We did not incarnate into this planet, into this earth, into this life to serve another person. Okay, we didn't incarnate to live our entire lives to make sure this person is satisfied, and we have given them all of us and everything we have within us to give. Okay, that's not what you're here for. And if you believe that that's what a person is here for, is to solely serve you, then you are seriously screwed the fuck up. I'm sorry. But that's not what it is, you know. You can't live your life serving another person. If you are in a marriage, really, I don't care who it is. That's not what the fuck you're here for. So, sorry. But I want you to look at what you're clinging to. If you are the person with this toxicity, with this overthinking, why? What are you clinging to? Are you afraid of losing this person? Are you afraid that once this person gains the freedom that they've allowed you to take from them, that they're no longer going to want you? You can't control any of the outcomes. You know, we all have our life purpose, and we're going to get to wherever that is, whether we want to or not. So you can do it willingly, or you can not do it willingly. Yes, exactly. You can't keep living your life for somebody else because you're not serving your purpose. Your soul gets in this place where it's like, it just gets really sad and broken, and it feels like you have no purpose and you want to just fucking die. And that's not what when you feel that in your soul, it means you need to change. Something needs to change, because if not, you're gonna fucking become suicidal. You're gonna go into a deep depression, and it's not going to get you where the fuck you need to be. And a lot of the shit that I say because I've experienced it personally. So I'm not being judgmental. I don't mean to be harsh. I just speak from a place of knowing. And it's horrible. It's fucking horrible. So feeling oppressed and feeling stuck, if you're dealing with this type of energy in this type of situation, understand that only you can keep yourself in that situation, okay? They can't keep you there. I mean, maybe out of fear or force or things like that. And if that is the situation that you're dealing with, then there's other routes that you can take. There's people you can go to for help, if even friends, family. I don't know everyone's personal situation, but please, understand that you control your life. You control what you're going to contribute to, where you're going to stay stuck at. If they have that much power over you, you control all of that. Everything else is an illusion. Yeah, I know the feeling. Believe me, I know the feeling. And it's a shitty feeling. It's shitty. It's a horrible feeling. So please understand that whatever this is, and maybe you just reached the point where you're feeling like you're living a double life, or the person that you're dealing with is living a double life. And that may be the case. Maybe when you see them, they're all smiles and pretending to be happy. And in reality, they're not. A lot of people live two different lives. You have the life where everybody sees you and everything's peachy, and that's what everybody sees and what you want everyone to see. And then there's the other side, the darker side, the part of you that is real, that's going through the shit, that's sad and needs help and needs all of these things, but you're not saying shit. Talk to somebody, get it out and say that you need help, okay? Because this person you're dealing with, even if this is a very toxic person. I'm so sorry for whoever's dealing with this. They're very jealous, very controlling, very possessive over you. And the facade that they give is of someone that's very charismatic and very caring and loving to everyone that sees them. But in reality, they're not that way. They're this manipulative, obsessive person that wants to control you and everything that you do because of their fear of losing you. So they're constantly in their head and trying to figure out how they're going to keep you and manipulate situations so that you can't go, or make you feel like you can't leave them. So please don't fall into that. And just, I'm sorry, this aggravates my life. It really, really aggravates me. So please understand that whoever this is and what you're dealing with, please look carefully as to what you're holding on to, and try to see what it is that they're grasping onto. Because if they have these insecurities, it's not you. And you don't need to change to make them feel better. That's their own shit, and they need to learn how to handle that shit. So if they're insecure, they need to work on their self-worth and their self-love. Okay, if they want to control you, it's because those are coping mechanisms that they developed when they were younger to survive the bullshit they were going through. So all of this gets rooted back probably to childhood traumas and the way they grew up. But ultimately, it's not something you need to endure. It's not something you need to suffer through, because you've done your work. You've done your healing. You've been working on your own shit. So whoever this person is, you don't need to take them into your next phase, okay? Yes, girl, narcissist is some real shit, and I'm starting to feel like that's what this person is, and I feel bad. I really feel bad. Like, in my heart, I feel very heavy right now for whoever this is. Like, I want to cry, and I'm gonna try not to cry. But don't allow yourself to feel so bound up that you can't move out of this situation, because you can. Even if it takes some time, if it takes some planning, you can move out of it, okay? So, sorry. There's a person that's going to be entering your life. Now, it could be male, female, whatever the energy is. But they're coming in, and they're going to be a teacher, someone to guide you, someone to show you, someone to help you through whatever it is you're going through right now. Okay? So if it's spiritual, mental, emotional, whatever it is that you're pursuing, a teacher is going to present itself. It could be a friend. It could be someone coming in as a relationship. You take it how it resonates with you, because, again, there's too many people I don't know. But definitely, it is going to help you, okay? They're saying it's like a male authority, so I don't know which way it's resonating for you. But they're going to act in your best interest, okay? And it's because you're not heeding the call. Like, if Spirit is calling you and you're in this situation with this person, and Spirit's been calling you and calling you and calling you, and you're ignoring this call because obviously this person wants to run your life because they can't deal with their own life, that person is going to come in to help you get out of this. That person is going to help give you guidance, support, whatever it is that you need. That person's going to be there, okay? Because they need you to be authentically you. And you can't be authentically you when you're wearing two faces. When you're like, oh, well, when I'm in this situation, I have to compose myself in this manner in order to survive my life. And then outside of that is who you truly are when you're free and you're happy and you can be who you are. So understand the difference between the two and see where you're at on the spectrum and really assess if this is what you want your life to be, because the person is going to come into your life. Be open and be willing to allow it to happen, okay? Because I know it's scary, especially if you're dealing with someone like this, because you don't know what you're going to get and you don't know how bad it's going to get. So I understand. Just please, okay, be careful. And they want you to open yourself up more to just kind of be like a kid and be playful and love and be here and be in the now, okay? And that's something that's hard to do when you have someone else's energy that's so dominating, that's just like kind of taking over everything and not allowing you to be who you are. And it's so much. I know it's hard. I'm sorry. But understand that you have to step into your full power. And it's scary. It's scary if you've spent years living your life allowing someone else to dictate what you can and can't do, allowing someone else to say, you can't wear those clothes, you can't go here, or where are you going? Why are you doing this? You're an adult. You are not a child. You don't need to explain yourself to anyone. I don't give a fuck who it is. You owe no one an explanation. When you communicate, it's out of a level of respect. If I tell you where I'm going, it's because I respect this relationship, I respect this partnership, not because I have to answer to you. And I feel like that's what people get mixed up. It's like, you owe me this and you need to do this because you're my wife or you're my husband. And no. I don't need to do shit. I need to take care of me and do what's best for me. And if you don't like that, that's your fucking problem. So please understand that in making these decisions and standing up to this type of energy is going to take a deep level of courage and bravery to get out of this. Okay? And I know it's scary, but when you stand in your truth, there's nothing that's going to stop you, because all of your spirits, your ancestors, they're going to be there with you. I'm sorry. So look beyond. I'm so sorry. Look beyond the illusion that you're trapped and that you can't get out of this, okay? Because you can. You truly, truly can. And being indecisive, moving forward or staying where you are, because it's scary. You don't know what you're going to go into. You're like, okay, well, if I step out of this situation that I've known for so long, how do I know what I get isn't going to be worse? Okay. So yes, you don't know if what you're going to step into is going to be worse, but understand that being indecisive is going to keep you stuck and keep you in a place where you don't belong. I'm okay. I pick up other people's energies, and this person, like, they're really very sad. So, understand that you are being indecisive. It's okay, I understand that the indecision, it comes up. Alright, I'm missing one of my cards. How did you get over there? Alright, I don't know how that happened. But being indecisive is going to keep you in a place of not wanting to move forward. It's like a state of paralysis because, Jesus, my throat. Okay, because it's a paralysis of will. It's like, yes, I want to do all these things, but then this fear consumes you and keeps you stuck and doesn't allow you to move forward. Oh, Seraphy, I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, and I'm so sorry that you're going through this. Oh, my heart. So, don't look outside for a solution or for answers. Look within. See what's going on and what way you want to go with this, okay? Because your mind is meant to be a servant. It's not meant to control your life or rule you however you've been going, okay? So allowing it to kind of run wild and run amok is keeping you in this bad situation. I don't even know what to call it right now. It's a fucked up situation. So something you can do, and it might break your own heart when you do this, but record yourself, like when you're alone in private, there's nobody else but you. When it's just you, record yourself, and be brutally honest. Allow your thoughts to run free. Say whatever it is that comes to your mind, and see how horrible your thoughts are. See how much fucked up shit your brain is going to say and what comes out of your mouth, because that'll show you where your mental state is at and what needs to be changed. And sometimes it's gonna hurt, it's gonna be brutal, but it's something that's necessary because it allows you to physically see and reflect what is going on, okay? So understand that, okay? Don't censor yourself. Be purely genuine when you do this. Record yourself and see what happens, so that way you see the type of place your mind is and why you should not be there, and operate from your intuition, okay? That's your best place. So I don't excuse me, I don't know how long you've been in the situation, and I know sometimes people it stays months, years for some people that go through this and are in these types of relationships. And I find that a lot of people that gravitate towards these relationships, yes, are empaths, but also people that grow up in the toxicity of believing that's what a relationship is. Your partner controlling you. You basically being submissive to someone else and doing their will. You're living their will, and no, that's not what you do. Okay, that's not a healthy relationship. Healthy relationship is partnership, mutual respect, mutual understanding. Okay, you don't want someone that's trying to control your life. So right now, if you feel like your life, your focus, and your will to live is diminishing, it's draining away, and it's the saddest place you can go to. Like, I know, it's a sad place to be at, and the only way out of there is really, like, you have to save yourself. You have to get so tired of all the bullshit and say enough is enough and save yourself, because that's the only way you're gonna get out of this, okay? Now, what I do want you to know is that when you do take that step, when you do get tired of the bullshit and you're ready, even though you're terrified, but when you find the courage, it's going to lead you to great abundance. You're going to be successful in your new adventures. Your new path is going to lead you to great success. But sometimes I look at it like it's a final test. Like, Spirit's like, how bad do you want to get out of this situation? How bad do you want to start your new life? Are you willing to risk not knowing what you're stepping into and just say fuck everything, basically, for this new life? And sometimes you have to be willing to sacrifice every fucking thing that you have to get to where you want to go. And that's scary, but you have to be willing to do that. Okay, but it's definitely, I see wonderful things that are coming to you, okay? So the minute you are able to accept the challenges in your life and understand that you're here now and this is all we have, it's going to just kind of work out better, because you're going to allow yourself and allow things to flow, and that's when miracles are going to start presenting themselves. So enjoy it and have fun with it when you get to that place, because once you reach there, there's a community, there's a group of people, whether it's business, friendships, family, they're going to be there for you. Okay, so that's what's going to open up when you start becoming more and more available. And you open up to, and just open up to celebrating life. And my voice keeps going. I feel like someone has an issue with speaking up. So when you become more available, it's amazing the things that you allow to come in, the people that you allow to come in, because then you make connections and you're able to network and you're able to find yourself again. And that's the biggest thing, is like finding yourself when you're coming from this type of situation and this type of energy. You know, it's okay that, you know, you go through we all go through the shit, but it's what you learn and what you take from it. And I feel like sometimes those energies know that you have a higher purpose, know that you have another reason why you're here, and they're doing their best to keep you in a lower vibration so that you don't get to where you're meant to go. And this is something that's difficult to deal with, but this is where you find your strength. This is where you step up and you show up for yourself, okay? Because you show up for everybody else. You need to show up for you and do what's best for you, even if it's scary as fuck. I understand, but make a plan. If it's a really bad situation, plan. Be strategic in what you're doing and always be safe, okay? Just be safe. So look at life, like I said, it's a playground. You're supposed to live it and be joyous. You know, you don't see animals fucking stressed out. Like, oh my God, I need a fucking Xanax. I'm having a horrible fucking day. You don't see animals doing that. I mean, maybe you have, but I've never seen a bird pop a Xanax. So you let me know. But please, you know, just try to look at life and see the way the animals live. And they're not pressed about anything. They just kind of go with the flow and allow shit to happen. Now, with the person that's controlling your life, this is going to be your breakthrough. When you decide that you've had enough and you're ready to step out of this, that's going to be your breakthrough. You're going to transcend. You're going to say, okay, Spirit, I'm ready for the next phase in my life. I'm ready for you to give me what it is that I've been asking for and praying for and waiting for. But you have to take that step. No one's going to take that for you. You have to be brave and bold enough to do it. So fear is an illusion. Whatever they put in your head to make you feel like you have no power, you can't walk away, whatever the fuck it is, understand it's all an illusion. And that's how they feel. That's the shit they have going on. And you have to separate yourself from that. And I know being empathic, you still feel bad. You still feel bad. Going through all this bullshit, you still fucking feel bad for this person. Stop. They don't feel bad. They don't give no fucks. They're serving what's in their best interest. Don't feel bad. Let the shit go. Sorry. So like I said, your community, your like-minded people, they're coming out. They're going to find you. So don't be afraid of being alone. They're going to come to you. Your soul tribe will be there waiting for you. Okay? So, like I said, when you get fed up, you're going to get to a point where it's like anything is better than this. I don't give a fuck if I'm homeless. I don't give a fuck if I have to beg for food. You'll reach a point where you're like, that's better than this situation. That's better than feeling my soul dying every fucking day. So make the moves. Do what you need to do, okay? And you need to rest. And it's hard. It's hard for you to rest because it's like constant anxiety, constant tension, constant things that are pulling at you. But you have to find time to rest and rejuvenate and just live in the moment, because going with the flow is going to allow these changes to come through. And when you're in constant stress and anxiety and like fight or flight mode, it's hard. It's hard to focus your mind. It's hard to fucking relax your body. It's hard to do all of these things, but you have to find time to do that, okay? So, and the other question, let me see. There is a person energy. It's a feminine energy, and it could be a man with feminine energy or however, but there is a person that is offering their heart to you, or that will be coming into your life and offering their heart to you, and they're going to help you celebrate the world. They're going to bring in a wonderful feelings, wonderful emotions, happiness, and help you to get to where you're meant to be. So this person is going to be good for you. So please allow them to come in, and don't be afraid of them. Because I find that people that come from this shit over here, trying to get to sweet, loving, nice people, it's like a disconnect, because you're so afraid of going through the same shit. You're so afraid of being broken that you don't want to let anyone in. And that's why Archangel Ariel presented herself today, is to tell you that you have to allow the intimacy. You have to not be fearful of it. You have to be okay with it coming. And I know it's scary, but understand, everyone's not the same, and everyone doesn't have the same agenda and doesn't want to hurt you, even though we might have had a lot of experiences. But find a lesson in them and try not to focus on the bad, and move past it and focus on the blessings and the beautiful things that you've had throughout these things, okay? So deceit here came up, and it's more of, are you being deceitful to yourself? Like, are you telling yourself these stories? Are you just like, oh, I'm comfortable, everything's fine, you know, it could be worse? Are you lying to yourself? Like, really, are you lying to yourself to paint a prettier picture for yourself, to make yourself be able to tolerate what you're living through right now? And I know sometimes we do, because there's no other way. So sometimes we'll drink, sometimes we'll smoke, sometimes we'll do all this shit to tolerate a life that we're not meant to tolerate. There's a reason we feel the way we feel, because our soul is calling us to get to where we're supposed to be. But we start numbing it with the drugs. We start numbing it with the alcohol, or the overworking, or sex. And then our soul kind of just starts shutting down. So understand what you're doing to yourself and acknowledge it, so that way you can fix it, okay? And if, let me see. The other card was, there's a, being stagnant, laziness, whatever you want to call it. When you find yourself in a level of complacency, that's really what it is you get complacent. So if you're in that energy, you're more complacent, and you're just like, I've lived with it for this many years, what's another year? But another year, you look at your life, and really, if you spend a whole year being aware of this situation and waiting for something to change, and nothing's changing. So now you look back on this year that you just wasted, and nothing's changed. You've made no progress. You haven't moved, no new job, no new anything. The situation, nothing has changed. So then look at it as, okay, are you going to allow yourself to waste more days, more weeks, more months, more years of your fucking life? Because it's your life that you're wasting. You're allowing this person to have their dreams because they have you, and you're doing whatever it is that they want you to do. But you're wasting your life because you're not happy. And you're just sitting there watching your life fucking pass you right on by. And you're just like, why am I still here? Why am I still doing this? Nothing's gonna fucking change if I don't make it change. And at that point, when you realize that only you can change all of this, is when it's going to change. Okay? Yes, self-medicating it's real shit, Listen, I don't judge anyone, because I'm no better. I'm no better than anyone. And I've done my own shit, so I get it and I understand it. But it's also better when you detox and you allow yourself to feel the sadness, to feel the emptiness, to feel the loneliness, feel all of those fucking things in the relationship that you're in. When you start allowing yourself to feel all of that, then you're like, yeah, things have to change, because you notice if you're with the right people, you don't want to smoke, you don't want to drink, you're happy, there's no reason to. But when you get back to that environment, you're just like, you feel all this pressure, and you don't know how to cope with it. So the only way to cope with that life is to keep drinking, to keep smoking, to keep doing shit that occupies your mind. And that's fine, but then it goes into the all obsessiveness and overthinking, that then your body causes you to shut down and chill out, or the universe causes you to take a time out. So at some point, you have to face your shit. The longer you wait, you're just wasting your life. And your life is very valuable. You have so much to offer people. And if you're spending it with this type of energy, they're not allowing you to go socialize. They're not allowing you to meet the people you need to meet. And have the impact on the people's lives that you need to have. So that's why it's important to separate yourself and set boundaries. So the next time you go into a relationship, have boundaries and maintain your personal lives separately. And don't allow that to change, because in the beginning it's easy to get consumed and become so wrapped up in each other that you don't even realize it's happening. So don't do that. The next time, set the boundaries and be like, you know what, I do want to see you, I want to love you, I want to hug you, I want to spend all this time with you. The reality is I can't do that because I know I will get lost in you, and I can't afford myself to get lost in you. So set the boundaries, be disciplined enough to set those boundaries and keep the space, and take the progression naturally and slowly, okay? Don't force it and don't push it. So don't be afraid of what's going on. And I know this shit is a shitty situation, but please be brave enough to step out of that, okay? And understand that this person here to dominate you, this is kind of how they function. They make you feel weak. They make you feel guilty, unworthy. I'm sorry. They destroy your dignity, and they cause you to they humiliate you. So that is how they cause you to destroy yourself, is because they treat you this way and they make you feel all these horrible things. And they're not true things, but that's what they make you believe so that they can keep that control over you. So don't allow that to happen. Release this shit. You don't need this shit in your life. I don't give a fuck who it is. You don't need that, okay? So please just make the necessary moves. And, you know, it's hard. It's hard when you have love and you expect someone to change and all the beautiful things that people say. But be realistic. Like, at the end of the day, you have to be real with yourself so that you can move out of this shit. Okay? Because really everything is just blessings. And the spiritual, your spirit wants to be free. They want you to go and inspire others. So you might be a spiritual teacher, someone that is going to help someone else learn. So allow these things to occur, okay? Mentally, you have to be prepared for sacrifice. So allow that. If you need to sacrifice something, sacrifice it. Be positive, okay? Don't be negative about it. And the people that you're dealing with, make sure they're beneficial to you and they're going to support you in the best way. Oh, thank you. Yes, I've had this for a while. Luckily, it hasn't broken. So nobody hates me that much yet. And on the physical, you're kind of hesitant. You're not opening up. So allow yourself to grow and expand, and then your circle of friends is also going to grow and expand. So don't feel like you're isolated or alone, okay? It's all going to come together. But this is a major transition. So this major transition needs to take place for all of this good stuff to come in, because Spirit is trying to present you with the miracles. And if you haven't been out in nature, and I know if some places it's fucking cold, some places it's hot, wherever you're at, depending on how much you love freezing your ass off in snow, take a walk outside. And just find a way to be outside in nature so that way you can find a little bit of balance. But this is the reading for today, and I'm sorry that it was this. But I love you guys. I hope you have an awesome day, and I'm sending light and love. I really, really am, because this is not a good situation for anyone, and I know how it feels. So please be positive and optimistic, and at no point in time, do not hesitate. If you really need somebody, I will be there to talk to you. I don't have Messenger, so please, there's an email button on my page, or you can drop a comment and I will respond to you. But no one deserves to go through this alone, especially if you've already been through it. Help someone else, okay? Because your story can help somebody else, okay? So I love you. Please have an awesome day, and understand you are very valuable and a unique individual that has a lot to give to the world. So don't let someone keep you from your purpose. All right? Have a good day.